Well, I'm back. As I guess I can say, I'm back. I've been gone for almost a week. Um, just got back from Houston on Thursday, and it has been a roller coaster ride. Let me tell you, it's very hard to go out of town for 2 weeks and think that you're going to get to come. What is there something on my head? Get to come back, or is it on the screen? It was in my hair. Anyway, come back and everything be like it was as you left it. But he did the best he could, so I'm going to give him that. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show. Even though it is still morning in Louisiana, but it is not morning on the East Coast. I guess I'll run through and say hello. Shannon, thank you very much for sending everybody over here. I do appreciate it. Master Fish Gal, all you guys were in here at like 8:30 this morning at the normal time. Let's see. Let me get to the right before 10. Looks like at about 9:53, Scotty Aquati made it over. Mystery Snail Guardians, Fish Central, Fish Fam Christmas, the Nano Aquarium Guy, Victor Coco. Well, I'm glad you found me from Shanna's channel. Thank you so much for coming over. Jenna P. 2003. Good morning, Jenna. Mark Sterlson. Ian, good morning. Silver Creek Aquatics, good morning. It is top of the morning. We've got about an hour here left. Stephen P. 2003. Good morning. And good afternoon. Debbie Holding, good morning to you. No Local Austin. Good morning. This works better for you. You didn't miss it. No, you didn't miss it. So it's not going to be, this was just this morning because I had an interview this morning at the school for, it's a long process. It's like a month-long process, which is really not normal for here. But you go to the school and then you do an interview at the school, and then they send this paperwork to the school district. Then the school district, you got to go up there and do an interview with them and fingerprints and all that good stuff. And then you got to take this small short course online. I think it's like 8 chapters online. Pass all those. I've heard it's no big deal. And then once you pass that, then you just send that in, and then you're good to go. The school did approve me. So it's pretty much just going through all the motions. And then, it's substitute teaching. So it's not like it's going to be every day. However, when that happens, when they do the final approval, is when I'll decide what time the morning show is going to go to. Not too sure about that, but this morning that's what I had, and it actually locked up too. I got done with that really early. I got done with it. It was done in like 15 minutes. I got there early. She took me early, so I was out of there by 9:10, and honestly, I couldn't remember if the appointment was at 9:30 or 10, so I just was there about 15 minutes before 9. Got out, but Lennon didn't go to school today because he was running fever last night. He missed last Monday, and now he's missed this Monday. So I had to run him up to the doctor. Thank goodness it was in and out, and I made it home by 10:30. Had enough time to start sweeping the floor because of all the doggies. So, yeah. Aquafunk, what's up? Victor Coco. Aquarium Daily, good morning. Bigfoot Fish Tanks. Hey, Dennis. Good to see you. I know you're always hanging out with Catfish Terry. Lady Worship, good morning. Brooklyn Bell is listening on her speaker because she is doing dirty work. Ooh, you dirty girl. I'm deep cleaning my washing machine. Joshua wouldn't help me, so I'm trying to do it yourself. Hope you can clean and put it back together again. I hope you can too. Deep cleaning the washing machine. What does that even entail? That's not something I even know about.
Hey!
Yes, good morning. Or good afternoon to you.
Yeah, it is.
It's like everybody was saying, 2 hours? What do we got to wait 2 hours? Yeah. Well, I guess better late than never, but, you know, I could have just said canceled.
Oh, no. We're nosy. We got to know what's going on now.
Right?
Yeah. You got stuff to tell us, maybe?
Yeah, like, my little frogs are doing great. They're right behind me and right here because I have torn everything out of my paludarium. It is bare again, although I have all of the pieces to do it now. I just haven't had the time yet to do it. But I did get approved at the school, so it's just going through the motions now. It'll take about a month. And they are still short, so I'm pretty sure that they'll be calling as soon as it's got to go through the school board, and then I've got to do this little course online that's like 8 chapters long, but it's not hard. My aunt did it, and then I'm approved. I mean, or then they can start calling me to go up there. They only pay once a month, so they're like YouTube. They pay once a month.
That's how it was for me at the prison. I loved it.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know, kind of tinker away money. Like if you have an extra $50, but you need 75 to make another bill, you can't just go spend it because you don't have.
Yeah. That's definitely going to be a switch for me. I do my job, I get paid, and it's gone the next day because it's already spent before I ever got it.
Well, welcome to the real world.
Right. But hopefully with this, I can help catch us up. And
yeah.
So I ain't going to work for the fun of it. Or going back to work for the fun of it. Surf City Aquatics, good morning. Chris Howell, good morning to you. Freshwater Ichthyology, good to see you.
Hey,
Scruffy Aquatics. Just trying to catch everybody I didn't catch.
Rebecca's been out and about all weekend.
Ah.
Because I only got to pop into 2 or 3 streams, and she was in every one of them.
Okay, good. Texas Native Aquatics, good to see you. My little killies are doing amazing. I need to turn that. When I got home, their filter is turned upside down. It's floating the other side, the other way. Then I have
filtration.
Flip it. So
they're self-filtering themselves.
Yeah. I've got to get speakers. My speakers broke when I was in Houston.
You have 2 weather capsules. Do you want?
But yeah. I'm still getting things situated from being gone. I think it's going to take me as long as I was gone to get things back in order.
Girl, I'm still catching up from when I was sick, those 3 or 4 days, and then went to that funeral, and I'm just now like, it's close.
Yeah.
But today I had to get in the shed. The shed just had to happen. I've been just slamming stuff in there, and
yeah. Scuba Steve. Bex.
Been working since before the kid left from school this morning. That's why I was late.
Wow.
Gotta have a shower.
Oh, yeah, for real. Definitely. Bexy's is excited for the clash. Yeah, when is the clash? Like this coming weekend?
No, next weekend.
Next weekend?
After that. Weekend after.
Weekends.
The 22nd, 23rd, whatever that weekend is.
Today's the 12th. Yeah. Your coffee
Thank
maker.
goodness. I still need a little bit more time.
I hear you're going, huh?
Yeah. But I'm not coming straight back. So we're going to be gone about 6 days. So I got to get everything. You know how you got to do it ahead of time.
Girl, you are definitely got to get some stuff done before you go.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be gone long.
Well, my cousin and her wife are coming here to stay, keeping the kid.
Okay.
And I'm going to make up a batch of fish food for like Saturday. Because we'll be back Tuesday night and we're leaving at the crack of dawn. Well, dark 30 Thursday morning. So
Right.
I'll feed them before I leave. They can feed them on Saturday that one time. And then I'll get them again Tuesday.
Right. Okay. Well,
I
that's
think
not
so.
so bad.
Yeah, 26-hour drive. I got a 12 or 14-hour drive. Old people style. We have to pee every 45 minutes.
Gonna be lurking over your son's putting the
Aw.
finishing touches on the nursery. All right, Miss Lori. Miss Lori, do you want me to send your axolotl today? Or not? I can still hold her. Just let me know. You might have, and I haven't checked my Facebook today. Let's see. Oh, that's right. We've got a race to do today, too.
Yeah. Get you. That's back in my day, in the part of the country I'm from, we didn't have nurseries. When another baby came, you slid beds closer together in the rooms.
Okay, hold off shipping this week. Got it. And there were only 2 shorts last week.
We got a short today.
Okay.
I know it's very exciting to be a grandma for the first time, though.
Yes. Like, but it's got to be the right situation, too. Because, I mean, I was sort of excited, but we were still in limbo as to, was she really his, So then,
Yeah.
was she really mine? So, yeah. But she knows. She's good to go.
This is Mary Page's video.
Okay. Cool.
It's her better.
What, Victor Coco, what is one of my favorite fish? My guppies and my killies.
One, your favorite. The favorite.
Well, I guess it's my guppies. Or my favorite. Because there's so many different kinds of them. But my killies come in second. For sure.
Sleep on the hay. Back in the day. It wasn't in your day. Oh, Jess, I wished y'all could see all those blue guppies I got that came off of your the 4 you sent me.
Uh-huh.
Now I've given away one batch already.
Right.
But if you could see the females that I've got, when I was pulling them out to give away, I said, no, I can't get rid of this. I can't get rid of this. Because their tails are so beautiful on these females.
They really do throw some really pretty females. And I got lucky. Unless it just happened. But the 2 batches, one of the 3 of 4 batches that I got from Jay Oliver, all had female babies, right? Well, one of them in each either decided to change or what, but it did end up having a male for each one, so that was good. But the females to the dragon mosaics that I thought I was just SOL with having a male, I think they are the prettiest females I've ever seen. They are a little bit prettier than the blues, but the tails are just, it's hard to tell male from female. I mean, they are so pretty. Mark Sterlson's.
A nice tail is great, isn't it?
A nice tail is great.
I just had to. It was
There you
good
go.
giving it to me.
There you go. Well, hold your ears, everybody. We got a dance this morning. Thank you so much, Mark. I really, really, really appreciate it. But yeah, so like last Thursday, I came in from Dallas. I mean, from Houston, and then I drove all day long. Well, I take that back. I drove to see Chase again, Chance again, uh, Houston Frogs, and I got so much stuff. Like, for instance, I got some silver springtails.
Oh yeah,
These
I
are
heard about those this weekend on the Dave.
Yep, these are isopods that will go in my paludarium. And then I've also got some temperate springtails, which I think they're just a little bit bigger. But all of these, except for I've got a box full that has some of the extra these. That way I can keep them going. But one of these is going in there for sure, and then the other one I'll use to keep them going because I've got food for them as well from him.
Oh,
and then I got I got this that little orchid yesterday. I mean, it is little. I wanted to go ahead and get the plants that I'm going to put in it because where is my? Oh, it's in it. The other little fern thing I have in the 10-gallon with it right now, but it's a little fern looking thing. And then I've got a bunch of he gave me this one. That plant, which
put that back up there for a second.
Well,
the other way. Okay, there you go. Magravia,
yeah.
Thesis.
It's the one that they do with their when they make their vivarium for the frogs. And then I got several mosses. Now, I cannot tell you what the name of these mosses are because these are some that were this is the weeping moss, which looks different terrestrial, but I don't know what he said. These were what is it when they're he can't sell them because they are not contaminated, but
they get out in the wild and take over.
Well, it's just that no, like he's put them in he's made all of them. They're growing. They're fully enclosed, but if the lid gets opened or if they start growing out of it, then they are compromised, I think is the word, and he can't sell them. So I took them. I took 3 of them, and then I've got this plant, this pink plant, which again, I don't know what it is. I'll have to wait till it grows up to find out. But and some of these are plants that are, they're aquatic plants.
It looks like a little lily of sorts.
Right? So yeah. And I've got a whole box full of stuff. Oh, Kelly, I missed y'all too. I really did. I hated to cancel, but I was just like, first of all, I know you guys don't like it when people do, drive and do a stream, especially if they don't have somebody to help. So I didn't do it Thursday morning because I drove all day. Oh my gosh, I got behind or stopped for an hour in Lufkin or just outside of Lufkin, Texas, because somebody had hit the guardrail on a bridge and just ripped that guardrail all the way across the road. And they were off in the ditch. Oh, it was a horrible wreck. Horrible wreck. But they had to wait to get, I don't know what they used to get the guardrail moved. But I have a really bad picture of the wreck because I was moving and trying to take a picture at the same time. But it was a bad wreck. Anyway, I got stopped for an hour there. And of course, Houston traffic is horrible. Very bad. And then got home that evening and was very overwhelmed with the situation my fish room was in.
Well, let's dance and celebrate.
Yeah. And so I was just like, I can't. So I just laid down. I was like, is it? I quit.
You just gotta
I'm a
quit.
rubbernecker, you bet. That was one heck of a wreck. You can't tell me you don't go by a wreck and want to look. Everybody does. It's natural. Kelly,
You know Fishy Mom's nosy.
oh yeah, for sure. Kelly, thank you very, very much. Here's your dance. That's right. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Victor has another question.
All right. Bring it on. What is your favorite aquarium plant? I like the tiger lilies. I really, really, really do.
This is where I'll be like, oh, no. Oh, my goodness. There's so many that I love.
I know.
I would
And I
have
love mosses. All kinds of mosses. Love them.
overall, I would have to say that phallus that curlies up.
The curly Q valve.
I don't know what you call it, but I've got some that curly cues.
Curly Q
And
valve.
I just love it.
Oh my gosh, Matt.
I love that. This.
Right?
That's
Matt
why my
said, what
tanks
kind
are
of
messy.
parallel universe am I in? I just woke up and the morning show just started. I know, right? Just getting y'all warmed up to what's to come.
Yeah, Jen, I'm about like you on the banana plants. I've got them, and
I can't do them either.
they start going, and then they
Mine didn't even start. They like sat there
corkscrew
as they
valve.
looked and then just started to diminish.
And I'm sure it probably came from Stephen P. from my membership plants he sent me.
Corkscrew valve. Is that not curly Q? Corkscrew.
Yeah, and my tanks are like, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. They don't make sense. I'll put what I like.
Right. I've got, and I don't know the name of it. And it's very common, but it starts out
Yeah, Jenna.
green, but as it gets closer to the top, it turns red. Waffle?
Oh.
What is
Oh,
that?
Oh, that's that little teeny, it looks like grits.
Grits.
Duckweed is like a gigantic flowering plant compared to this wolfia.
Really?
It looks like floating grits. It's kind of cool though, because
Okay.
the light can get through it a little better, but
Yeah.
it can still give you some shade for your, and
Okay.
plus it sucks up nitrogen. However, you stick your hand in there, you think duckweed is bad, and it's gritty feeling like wet grits that are hard still.
Oh no.
But I think I about got them all sucked up into that little homemade filtering thing I've got. Oh, and that was something I was going to ask Stephen and them if, Jenna now, if they want to take a power head with some filter floss in a plastic bottle and make them like a filter to suck up all this sand, fuzzy stuff. It'll clear up a tank really fast.
Buffalo Photo. Long
Larry,
time no see. Hello. It's Whip's World. Hey.
Doc Anthony. Oh yeah, Doc
Yeah,
Anthony
Dr.
snuck up in
Anthony.
here. He crept in.
He crept
And
in.
there's Matt.
Well, you guys, we've got some.
Doc Anthony, have a cup of coffee with me, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not drinking coffee no more. I've done moved on to my Coke.
This is Coca-Cola, but
we do have the coffee cup
Debbie,
video.
oh, what's your plans today? Going to meet her today.
Yep,
I'm gonna learn some stuff.
that's right.
Hello? Yes. I'm getting up now. Be there in a few minutes. Good morning. Come on in. Fixing the coffee right now. Have a seat.
I do not like this audio ducking.
Well, I like it all.
It makes it too low.
And Annette, Mystery Snow Guardians, thanks for making these clips for me to use in this video. There's always more room around the table for another friend to have a cup of coffee. If you want to join us, send an email to theaquaticmorningshow@gmail.com. Grab a cup, set a spell.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Sir.
everyone.
Or good afternoon, whichever coast you're on.
Tomato.
My, that's a handsome looking shirt you got there.
Right.
Thank you.
Very
Uh,
pretty,
And as you can tell,
Wherever would you find one so shiny?
right?
well, luckily I found one in my mailbox because Annette is a wonderful human being.
Did you get a box that was all nice and shiny and then all these glitter things came out too?
Well, luckily I watch the Fish Fam enough to know a Trojan horse when I see one. So I told my wife, I'm like, all right, clear everything because we have a kitchen island. I'm like, clear everything off the kitchen island. And she's like, what? Is it a bomb? I'm like, kind of. I'm like, I literally told her, I'm like, it's your favorite type of bomb. And she goes, glitter bomb? I'm like, oh, yeah. She's like, okay. So we carefully sliced it open and unfolded the shirt gently. And luckily, everything was kind of contained in the shirt. So we actually saved the glitter and we're going to I always call it acrylic, but it's the clear resin that you epoxy. Yeah, I always call it acrylic, but it's epoxy. That they're gonna do a little craft and they're gonna make little toys because we have all these bunch of toys. I'm like, all these toys are getting in the way. Like, we got to clear out some toys. So we're going to take their favorite toys that they don't play with anymore and kind of encase it in, I always say acrylic again, encase it in epoxy. And we're going to use that glitter to, add some sparkles and everything like that. So, so at least we can just get rid of. And so like, okay, what toys do you really want to keep? And it's like, okay, these ones. And then, but no, Dad, we love these. I'm like, okay, well, we'll put them in epoxy, and then when you're not looking, we can.
That's what I have to tell my dogs nowadays. I'm like, if you get a new one, you throw another one away.
Right. And hi, everyone in chat. I see my name in orange a lot, so I just want to say I love you.
Yeah. Got lots of people in here.
Yes, and I have to thank Annette so much for help with my logo and with Silver Creeks, and it's just she went out of her way to help us. I cannot.
Yeah, he got his everywhere, even in the crack of his recliner.
Just like I'm like I know this is gonna happen, so I'm like carefully like like with the visor down, like all right, cut the red wire now. Okay, one sleeve open. Now cut the green wire. The two sleeves open.
Yep. I took mine with me to Aquashella, and I had it on my thing with my little tail,
Your lanyard.
Yeah.
I don't know if these will show up, but I also got
Gotta represent.
little lobster and
Uh-huh.
that she sent too, which is incredibly sweet.
Aw.
And oh my gosh, my new fiddlestick with co-op coin.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh! And guess what too? I have
You got
more.
2 of them.
I got 2 of them, but I think I'm gonna start live streaming, and I think I'm gonna give away a coin here on my first live stream.
Awesome, Eric. I'm so glad you're going to live stream. What brought that
Terrified.
on?
Fish Fam Christmas. Is
Yay!
I want to contribute and be part of. I have a surprise in the mail. I think I know what it is. And I'll have to model it and send Steven pictures.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, you'll have to put them on the Discord. So we can all see them.
He treats me right. Steven treats me right.
Jenna said you signed up for Fish Fam Christmas, so you have got to live stream now.
Exactly. So it's put up or shut up. So
Cool.
I'm gonna do both.
You're gonna do great.
I'm terrified, but I stand on the shoulders of giants here with you two, and I know you guys are good. I've learned absolutely so much from watching you guys, Rico, Steven, Bex, Jenna. I mean everybody doing live streams, Shanna, and like I really want to do trivia because like that's like one of my favorite things about.
See, I am like the
Saturday
world's
morning.
worst at trivia. Period. I am so bad at it.
So Lord, just ask Steven how bad I am at game night. He's never asked me to come back.
Yeah, I would be that person. I know nothing about stuff that goes on in those.
Hello. That sounded like a Christmas sound.
I was about to say, but I'm so goofy that I don't really come off as smart. So I had a group of friends who we were like messing around on a Saturday afternoon, and Cash Cab came on from Discovery Channel, and it's like a trivia based cab ride that if you answer so many questions you get the money at the end of the cab ride, or if you don't answer your questions you get kicked out of your ride. And so like I'd never seen this episode, and I'm just like, they're like, how the hell do you like, this is a rerun, you've seen this episode before, and I'm like, no, I know the answers and whatnot. And so they're like, BS, when does this come on? Like Wednesdays at 8. Like, okay, everyone's coming back here Wednesday at 8 for the new episode. And sure enough, Wednesday at 8, new episode, and I'm just pew 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 fired off stupid trivia and whatnot. And they're like, how does my nickname?
I noticed they had a new game show on this morning. It was just on TV while we were eating breakfast, and it was Pictionary. It's like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Simple Pictionary. Of course, they use one of those boards like Stephen M. used.
Yeah, the CGI drawing board, the tablet.
It's like,
drawing
okay,
board.
so we've come full circle now on the game shows on TV.
SC Catahulas, good morning. And Dr. Anthony's going to start back live streaming next Monday. We're getting closer to fall, or are we in fall, like, technically yet?
No.
Okay. Well, we're close.
Look. They haven't had a game show since the night I was on it. I killed it.
Thanks, Dee Dee. No, we never want to have it again.
I didn't kill it like you think. I killed it dead.
You murdered it. Murder. but I
Whistle.
I am a huge like flattery, like imitation's the sincerest form of flattery. And so like I'm gonna be ripping people off. But I'm gonna be ripping Rico off, I'm gonna be ripping Shanna off, I'm gonna ripping Steven off and whatnot. I'm not gonna do What the Fish or Wheel of You Lose, but I really want to find my own little specific game or
Sure.
some way, something. The thing I love about Wheel of You Lose on Steven's stream, if you guys don't know, Wednesday at 10:30 at Stephen P 2003 Aquatics, but he does Wheel of You Lose. So you put in a hashtag and you get put on the wheel, and a normal wheel you just would have spin one and done.
Right.
But everybody gets knocked off the wheel.
Yes.
So the lone, so king of the hill kind of style, lone survivor wins. And I just want to be able to have that suspense, because you guys know how your heart just starts racing when you get into the top 15, top 10, top 5. I just made it to the top 3 for the first time.
Really?
The last stream, and I'm just sitting here like thump 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 thump. I'm like, oh my god, the wheel, and Eric, I got my hopes up too quick, because you got to play it cool. You got to be like, oh, you know, it's that cool girl. You know, you can't be like, oh hey baby, what's up? I love you, mama. She's gonna be like, get out of here. It's that guy who walks by and goes, whatever. What? Oh, he's mysterious. What's he all about? That kind of.
Eric's gonna have to make a list like Rico on his focus zones for all the people who's gonna want to come up and stream with him.
Right?
Oh,
exactly.
Man. And the thing too is, before I start having people up, I really want to trial by fire, have my own at least the first one by myself. It's me. I'm on there. That's the only way I'm going to get comfortable. I'm a very lazy person, so I know myself as I have to put myself out there and just get it over with and done.
Just rip the Band-Aid off, huh?
Yeah. I'm a very
That's the way I like to do it. I like to just snatch it off.
Exactly. That's the just jump in the lake. Don't put your toes in. Do a cannonball.
Put a toe
cannonball
and then a second toe. No, I'll slowly go in. I'm not jumping.
I go ahead and bite the bullet.
Yeah, I'll do.
But
cannonball.
Once I'm in, it's like I'm staying.
Right. And so I'll jump in and do the electrical shock. I'll do that. Okay, I'm fine.
That's like getting in a swimming pool when it's really past swimming season, but you want to, and you know that water's cold.
Yes.
The only way to do it is to jump in it and just go all the way up to your head, whatever. Even if it's only 4 foot deep, just go ahead and get everything wet. Then stand up, and then it's not too bad after you catch your breath.
I just say no. I leave that to the kids nowadays.
No.
We had motivational speakers come into a previous job of mine when I was working at a law office, and this lady walks in and she's like, eat the frog first. And we're like, first off, like, she didn't introduce herself, like, or anything like that. She just walked in, just said, eat the frog first. And we're like, what? And so, the whole room is just like, Arr! And so she goes into this whole speech of, oh, definitely Kelly. Toast my goats. I mean, come on.
Me first.
I was going to say, they're going to be fighting her.
Yeah, where's my bag? I got it.
They have to put the people's names on a wheel, and whoever.
That's right.
That'll be the first stream. That'll be the first stream of, all right. Who
wants to be on the next stream with me?
And the whole wheel is just Zenny. I'm sorry, Zenny. No. That joke is Zenny can come up whenever she'd like, at her own accord, whenever she feels comfortable and would like to. I will never force her or coerce her, unless a co-op coin will do it. Zenny, do you take co-op currency?
Did it? I think Fisher and Beaver did those coins one time too.
I think he did too.
Pretty sure he did. I've got one somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. I think when they introduced it.
Well, when you became a member, a while back, you got the coin and you got a towel. Mm-hmm. You got a few things when you became a member. at that time, I don't remember when that. It's been a long time. But I know you got it. It was when you were a member, and you had to email him if you wanted it. It wasn't just sending it out, to everybody that became a member. You had to email him if you wanted it. But I don't know that he's still doing that.
I don't think he is, but he was talking about it during Corey's live stream this past weekend or the weekend before.
Okay.
He had done member coins before, but I didn't. That was before my time. But
what are you going to get to do with the Aquarium Co-op coin?
Just collect them for the time being. He is going to try. He's in production of a member coin for 1 year and 2 year.
Okay.
And then also he has a out in the wild coin.
Okay.
So say it's not going to be like at Aquashella or anything, but say he's at a restaurant or something, and you see Corey out of the corner of your eye, you can be like, "Oh my God, that's Corey McElroy." Oh my God. So you can go over and be like, "I'm sorry, Mr. McElroy, love your work, really support you," and he's going to pull out of his pocket and be like, "Oh, here's it found in the wild coin," and so he showed it. I forgot what it looked like.
So he's asking to be interrupted during things, huh?
Kind of, sort of.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there's decorum. There's decorum to follow. I would wait until he finished his meal and gotten up.
Well, yeah.
Kind of waiting outside, not like stalker, like
yeah,
like waiting like up behind the door. I gotcha. Give me the coin.
I think that's what people do at Aquashella, because he'll go take his break, but people are lurking around waiting for him to come back and wait for him to get to the thing. They don't wait.
Give me the coins.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Sonic when you hit one of those spikes, just like.
Or if you get so many, you get to turn them in for something. That would be cool.
Well, that's what he said. He's going to have. He wants them the found in the wild coins to be, a Willy Wonka style kind of ticket, to where if you're at an event, it's hard at an Aquashella to be like, "Hey, members, let's go to an event," and say 200 members are there and whatnot. But if you can say, "Hey, any out in the wild coins, members here," and 5 people show their, raise their coins up, like, "Come on, guys, we're going out to dinner," and whatnot. So that's what he's kind of.
People are going to start camping.
Well, no, he's going to have to stalk him.
Honey, I got to go to Seattle for a few weeks.
I would really like to see that new store expansion, though.
Oh,
I'll probably never get to see it, but
I really wish. I wish to see the original. And I was in Seattle a year before I got back into aquariums too, and discovered Aquarium Co-op too, and kicking myself. I was like, "Oh, I was right 3 miles away from that place." Like, no.
Oh man.
I know. I was like, I drove. I think it's in Edmonds, the OG store.
Edmonds.
Yep. And I was 3 miles away from Edmonds, and I'm like, oh, so close yet so far.
What were you thinking?
I know. Go back and slap past me. I said, "Oh my God, you look!" Oh, stop. What's happening? Get a coin. Get this coin slammed in my face and just left. That's the rule. You can't do anything to your past self. Or no, what's the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie where if you touched your he went back in time, and if he was chasing somebody and they Time Cop? I think it was Time Cop, where if you touched somebody you exploded. If you touched yourself in the past, you exploded. It was, I think that was Jean-Claude Van Damme and Time Cop.
Stephen P. No, not Stephen. Jimmy P. Jimmy P.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Jimmy, I did get the guppies, and I have the goofiest one, and I named it Jimmy P. So.
Aw.
Oh yeah, do not net him, Cotton Island. You just have cast
you
nets
asked for it, buddy. You asked for it.
Here he comes. Yeah. Hell.
What kind of guppies?
Mud guppies. It's from his whatchamacallit tank.
Yeah.
God. Mosh pit. There we go.
Cool.
His mosh pit tank. And so I'm starting my own mosh pit tank.
What, mosh pits make some of the prettiest guppies ever.
Yep. And I don't know what happened, but one of them came in, and I thought they had ick. One of the females had ick, but it was another white spot disease. So I was lucky enough to get a 25-pound bag of Aquarium Co-op salt when they had it in their members only section.
Sure.
You can get it shipped. I got that. Dude, that salt cures everything. And not only that, but like I put like 10 teaspoons in the 75-gallon because I don't have a hospital tank. And I have Val in there. I have just some real sensitive plant, like more on the sensitive side, and just nothing. I've never had any ill effects from salt using the aquarium co-op salt in planted tanks to treat disease and whatnot. I don't know if I'm just lucky. I always change the water the next day, and then repeat half dose, and then the next day I'll change half the water and put in half the dose. So
he's so pretty. I've got one like
a pretty boy.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I just got a beta too.
Mine don't have as much yellow on him. Mine is more of an antique color.
Look, I had to put his castle. I had to put his castle up high.
Oh. Look, I've got one of those too.
Yeah, my buddy Kevin.
Oh, you have a koi betta. You have a good one.
Yeah, and it kind of looks just like this. So I'm super excited that I'm going to be holding in front of the tank and whatnot. But I moved all my fish around. Like, got rid of like all my big fish. So now I just have ember tetras, green cories, 2 autos, and a beta in my 29-gallon. So, and I replanted it, and it's going to look awesome with Steven's Rotala and my dwarf chain swords. I'm going to try to go for like a forest look, but with plants instead of like having tree like branches dug down on the surface. I'm going to try to use the Rotala as trees growing up and whatnot.
Cool.
Probably won't work, but we're here to learn.
That's the fun part.
I had a betta that I raised out of one of my groups, and he was a cellophane male, real pretty fins, everything. I had him in a jar before I went to Houston, and it's his jar, But I moved my other 2 and put them in aquariums so Joe wouldn't have to worry about cleaning, with their small containers. And I have yet to find him. I don't know where he went. So
Kelly said there's nothing magic about that salt. That's heartbreaking because I was going to see if it would make my feet feel better.
Yeah, they are not found, but like where the API, like the rock salt that you put in, is like just straight sodium chloride, or I shouldn't say sodium chloride. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like just straight salt. And where the co-ops is like 77% salt, and then a bunch of minerals it has listed on the side.
Yeah,
so
he puts it in tanks with plants. That's what he says.
Right, and it does hatch brine shrimp like no other. Like I've used the API salt and the co-op salt.
You know what salt I use, Eric? That is cheap as I'll get out. Mm-hmm. It's where you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or in the water softener section. Mm-hmm. They have it's regular rock salt. I mean, it's no additives. And it comes in a 25-pound bag. Mm-hmm. And that's what I use. And it's cheap.
Right.
God, it's cheap. But
it works. And I think that's the same thing as the API, it's just rock salt. Yeah. But it doesn't have all the minerals and everything.
But brine shrimp don't need all that.
Right. The plants do. And they seem to like it. But
Victoria Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Victoria. But I just wanted to say, Stephen, I don't think your fish definitely did not come in with those diseases. I want to say
yes, Kelly.
Is that developed in it was developed in the tank. All your fish came in beautifully. It's also used to dry out diseases and parasites that might be on your fish. Your fish can handle salt a lot better than disease.
It's like the natural medicinal.
Yeah.
And don't it help the pressures or something?
It's also a laxative.
Osmotic pressure or something?
Yeah. Exactly. See, Dee Dee's so smart.
No, I'm not.
And then if you hatch brine
I go to a lot of streams and I listen. I might be goofing around the whole time, but I try to listen. I try to learn one thing.
Just a little bit, huh? Just a little bit.
Yeah. Every once in a while, something sticks.
Oh, yeah. Salt and snails.
Oh, he's in his castle.
Oh, salt and snails. Oh, what about salt and he's visiting on his castle?
Look, when it was down on the ground all the way, he would not go in it, and he would slide on the glass and drag and pout.
Aw.
Like he was stuck to the glass, and he'd go all the way down and come back up. So I had to
Well,
make
it looks
him.
cool being on those rocks. It almost
I
looks
didn't
like
even
some Game of Thrones thing.
It literally
Yeah, so-
looks like a pedestal that
Yeah, so he's now a Highlander.
there can
But
only be one.
He went in it and waved his little front fins at me, and like, okay, I'm not getting in it no more. But I wanted you to know I was happy.
Aw.
And he
Dr.
pouted like a
says
terrible
salt
kid.
reduces stress in fish by reducing the osmotic pressure.
See, I learned something somewhere.
And
It's
I
amazing.
did learn the salt that I did get off of Dan's fish. That's where I learned to get it.
Well, yeah, because he has so many tanks. I
do brine shrimp every day, and I do two of them. I run 2 of them every day. So, if you're
he's
using
magic.
aquarium salt, whew, you're gonna go through some salt.
See, Matt wants to know how he gets in and out without stairs or ladder. Well, everybody can't handle ladders. You should know that, Matt. But he's magic. He can fly right in there.
Mhm.
Oh, the bamboo shrimp is coming out now. He was in the gas.
Oh man, I've always wanted a bamboo. Just watch them.
I know, right?
They were the first ones that went in there. There was like 3 of them piled up in there. It looked like a bunch of cockroaches.
That's where the beta guy I got, Kevin's Aquatics, where I got my beta. He had live blackworms, and I'm like, oh yes, I've never been able to get live blackworms before. Like, gimme. So I got 2 packages, and so I brought them home, and I dumped them through my net, picked the leeches out, and everything. And Gina's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just cleaning out worms," and not knowing that the worms were coming out the bottom of the net and falling out. She goes, "Ah, what is that?" I'm like, "Oh, they're blackworms." I'm like, "What are you screaming?" She's like, "Look at the bottom of the net." I'm like, "Oh crap!" So I put a little dish under it to catch any. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And so I finished picking the leeches out, and so I went over to the tank. She's like, "Well, you're not even gonna put the garbage disposal on," and so I was just putting them down the drain and whatnot.
Yeah.
So she would have raced over there, put it on boiling hot water, and immediately garbage disposal on. She does not like worms. Where I'm like, yeah, I was talking about getting some worm cultures from Brienne's or the Farrell's Fishing More, and on getgills.com.
But my first batch of worms did good. The last batch, I killed them all.
And see, that's what I'm worried about. It's like having a culture is like I said, I'm a very lazy person, so I really don't want to murder things and then have them stink even more. And then I told Gina about them. She's like, "No, we're not having worms." She's like, I got her to compromise. If you want to bring worms in here and feed them, that's fine. Put them in the tank. That's fine. You're not going to have a culture in the corner where they can escape and run around the house. I'm like, well, they literally can't survive without being outside of this environment. And she's like, nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. And she's pretty smart. She asked, I'm like, is it going to smell? Like, because I was telling her what to put in it and what to feed it. She's like, that's going to smell. I'm like, yeah, it might.
Remind me, I need to get some Rice Krispie treats.
Ooh.
Rice Krispies, not Rice Krispie treats, Rice Krispies. The old plain Rice Krispies.
Oh, he came right into the camera like that. It's hilarious. And down.
Oh, the bamboo shrimp's going in his house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was funny. He dropped down. Oh, see, that don't take much to entertain me.
So
Brindle worm cultures don't smell.
Or vinegar eels too. I was trying to be careful.
I know, Matt.
Oh, there's
Keep
another one
saying that.
in the house. I see another one in there.
Oh.
They must like it. Well, it's dark. They got 5 of them things, and there was 3 or 4 of them in there at one time. That was funny. That was funny, though. Mr. Handsome came down so gracefully.
Straight through.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my gosh. So it is so quiet here at the house today. The
Right.
twins started preschool this past Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they did.
Which they did pretty good. They were super excited about going. Wednesday they went in. We were walking away and we just hear Max go, "Mommy!" And we turned the corner real quick so that he couldn't see us anymore. And I'm like, we just got to keep walking. They'll call us back if it's a problem. And so we're walking back to the car. And so Gina did pretty good, like, dropping them off. But as soon as we got around the corner, we're walking. And all of a sudden I hear, like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Oh my God." Falls into my arms. It's too cute.
Yeah. It's hard to leave them when they're so little. Lord, my husband broke the news to Butterfly that we were going to leave her here with my cousins while we went to the Clash. She cried in my lap for 2 hours. I almost ready to cancel my trip. It was so heartbreaking. She's like, "You're going to leave me." I mean, I was like, "Oh my God, I wish I wasn't going." I know I'll enjoy it when I go, but it's like, oh my God, it just tore her it broke her heart that we were leaving her.
Right. I just want to come with you.
But it's too many days for her to miss school.
Right.
I do. Kelly, I've got, I will have the pinhead crickets again, but I've got the springtails, and the temperate springtails, and then I've also got the I keep wanting to call fruitless fruit flies.
Wingless.
Those springtails actually twirl in the air faster than like helicopter blades.
When they jump?
When you think they're just jumping, they're actually flying and spinning.
Wait, what?
Springtails.
There's springtail.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be dadgum. I know.
Yeah. The Dave has some really cool videos on that kind of stuff.
Oh,
and I've got, I need to go ahead and put some in there, but this is my fruit fly culture. And then I've got, because you got to have those lids. And then, so I've got 5 that to do. I got 5 of them that I need to culture. I've got the stuff. I got all this stuff from Chase. Houston Frogs. He sells all this.
Is it Chase or Chance?
Shoot. Chase. Chase. But yeah, no, I am. And I've got this food. Now I'm putting food and fruit together for the crickets. When I get some more, Joe killed my culture, so I got to get a new culture. It comes in tomorrow, but I gut load the crickets with the calcium for them. That way I don't have to try to cover the springtails, because that's not that easy to do. I put them in this little petri dish that I've got that he gave me. I dumped some in there, and then I put the calcium in there and put the lid back on them. But some of them escape before I ever have time to get the lid back on them. And then you just shake it up and then put it on them. But they got their first calcium yesterday. And then they get this multivitamin once a month, I think. Once a week. Yeah. They get the calcium and the vitamins once a week.
Yeah, I had a red-footed tortoise that would get the calcium. We had to put calcium powder on the lettuce, so his scoots all grew correctly.
Drosophila Labs. I have no desire to culture wingless flies ever again.
Drosophila.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I got some. They're probably swordtail or a platy.
Ooh,
but they look like a full-grown guppy that looks like a platy. I'll have to show y'all. I can't show you right now, but they look like guppies, full-grown guppies, but they look like platies. They were so
wait. Wait, are they a guppy or a platy?
I think they're a guppy, but more than likely they're going to end up being platies. Let me say this: I hope they're guppies, but they will probably end up being platies if they keep growing. If they don't grow anymore, they're guppies. If they're guppies, it's awesome.
Right.
All right, you guys, it is halftime. It's halftime. We will be right back.
Time out.
Time out. I didn't even pick a song yet. What song you want to hear, Eric?
I am a snail.
Ooh, okay. I got to find that one.
Oh, Lord, they're going to put you in the lead next time.
I will survive.
I can do that.
I will thrive.
Right? You need the lead role.
Your haircut looks really nice, too, by the way.
Thank you. Yes, I don't know if you noticed, I did emerge from my cocoon. So.
Yes, you did. You look very handsome.
Thank you.
Let's see.
My daughter, she is just super, super cute because she just gets all smitten. Like I came home from my haircut, but I hadn't trimmed my beard. She was just like, oh, Daddy, you look so handsome.
Oh.
So cute. I'm like, oh, my little Oedipus, come here.
That's so sweet.
I saw a picture that popped up on Facebook of your wife holding the babies when they were babies.
Yeah. We tried to do that again, but Max banged his lip, and then the video was not very good. So we were like, okay, we'll just go with the last one. But yeah, it's crazy that they were so tiny. Like, yeah, one Ava was like the entire length of my arm. Like that was I could hold both of them like and hold them up and Gino freak out. But I was the swaddle king. Oh man, I can roll a really good burrito. So these little things they were swaddled.
So you're a good roller, are you?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We'll be right back.
Yeah. What?
Hiding in my shell, all I need is a guardian. Looking through the glass, my armor is scarred again. Facing all life's mysteries, I will survive and thrive. More than just a snail, I'll prevail. I'm not just for cleaning up your mess. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. Color morphs all around. You won't see me backing down. Mysteries are in my shell, miss I wish to be dispelled. I am more than just a pet, I'm the snail you can't forget.
We're in need of a guardian with the key to the water that's got the golden parameters full of calcium carbonate. But to get to the heart of it, this is only a small part. Our lyrics were designed to help you nail it from the start. Don't treat us like janitors, poor nutrition won't manage us. All those amateurs thinking that these conditions won't damage us. Bringing up the heat so we breathe like carousels. It's an endless wave, another clutch of jade. She'll be parasailing to her grave. Purple or magenta, black or brown, we breathe and true. But none of that matters if we're battered down and feeling blue. blue. We die if we dry, like just us roasting on an open fire. So keep that lid on tight to save us from our own desire. Looking up at you as our guardian in that ivory tower, imparting your knowledge and giving with that unbridled power. You decide and guide if we'll survive and surely thrive, or am I just another snail trying to stay alive?
I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a
Snailed it.
Yeah.
Hi, Fish Fam. Are you struggling to gain new subs or followers? Would professional graphics, captions, and ads help you to sell more products? Perhaps you need a marketing strategy that works for your business that is also cost-effective. You're not alone. Millions of businesses across the world struggle with this problem. Good marketing plans, poorly executed, cost businesses billions in lost revenue each year. What is the solution? The Social Media Lady, a digital marketing agency. This team of seasoned marketing professionals works with your small business to plan and deliver a solid blueprint to drive more traffic to your website, YouTube channel, and social media. You can check out our work right here at the Aquatic Morning Show, as we currently provide their social media marketing as well as a majority of their graphic design services. When you decide you're ready to level up, schedule your free consultation at thesocialmedialady.com/fishnews.
All right. All right. We'll only do one of those today. Uh-oh. What'd I do?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We're good. We're good.
Yeah. And I just want to reiterate, too, for when Stephen rewatches, that his fish, guppies that came in, did not have disease. It was just, I call it random white spot disease. It kind of looks like ick, but it's not that like white pimple.
Isn't that stuff that Dee Dee had on hers? It's not ick, but it's like it.
I don't know what it is, but salt, clear it right up. So I believe it was because my fish from time to time will break out in it. Like one fish will. I just salt the tank.
I've got a killie. My last blue Galaris male killie. He has bubbles, white bubbles on his head. I don't know.
These were like grayish, whitish kind of blobs. Like, I don't know what it is. It shows up in my 29 gallon, and my 75 gallon, but never in my 65 gallon or my 5 gallon. So,
like spots or
like
bigger,
kind of like the size of ick, but not the definition. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, it looks like snow.
Yeah, it looks like a pimple, like a whitehead on a pimple.
Sure.
Where then this spot it looks not like that perfect circle, but kind of like oblongish and not so much raised off the scales like ick would be.
You know what? I might.
Let me see if I can find my picture.
Yeah,
I took pictures the other night, but I don't know where they're at. Because I was sending them to John.
Oh, USL asked me how much salt. So I have a 75 gallon, and what I do is I put 10 teaspoons. I have 10 tablespoons in and it's a planted tank. So the next day I water change it halfway through. So then there's technically 5 tablespoons of salt left in. And so then I put 5 tablespoons back in. So that's back up to 10 tablespoons in the tank. And then the next day I drain half of the water out. And usually by then it'll start to be looking better, or the fish will have expired. And that's when, if fish is, I'll still put 2.5 tablespoons in the next day. So then it'll be back to 7.5, and then I'll change half the water without any salts, so that it'll be back down to 2.5, and then I just water change normally from there. That's my salt.
Select Pet. Well, good morning.
It works for me. I don't know if it'll work for you. I don't recommend it to anybody. I am quite dumb, so. But I would throw like Maricin at it, and other like medicines, and nothing would work. Like one time I think I did snail. Oh no, fishy. Saying hi.
See the spots on his head?
Yeah.
They're flat, but they're bubbled. They're white bubbled, like under his scales, raised just a little.
Okay, yeah, these are more on top of the scale.
This is what mine looked like.
Nope, that ain't mine.
It was kind of like that, Dee Dee, but more blobby. Like there wasn't as many either. But it's kind of like that, where it's like misshapen little blobbers. He's cutie.
There he is
It's
again.
almost like somebody took and ripped the scales off, but it's not. The scales are there. It's under the scales. Hey, do we have any landscaping fabric anywhere? Or did I throw it all away? I need a patch of it, like the size of this.
Joe, gonna come on camera?
Yes.
Come say hi.
Okay. Because it's got to go between that.
I thought mine was Epistylus glass box.
No, I don't have to have it today.
Yeah,
I just want to know. I didn't buy any.
Fix it to hook up, so I'll look and see.
All right. Sorry, y'all.
Oh,
look.
I treated it for ick, thinking it was ick to start with, but no, it didn't do a thing. And
yeah,
I really believe it was Epistylus. Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
These are going to go in the frog with the frogs.
Froggies.
With the cork wood. Somehow. Maybe. I don't know exactly. I don't know how yet.
I've got my lizard enclosure ready. Now I've got to go find a lizard.
Hey, lizard. And now are you going to get like an anole or just something from outside? Okay.
Oh my gosh. Miss Dee Dee. Chase has these. That's where I was going with those guppies. When the guppies in the same tank, there was what's the floating plant on top? Riccia. It was like covered in Riccia, but there was this little newt hanging out in the tank with the guppies on the Riccia. It was so cute. It was. I was like, is it going to stay that little? He said no. I was like, well, it needs to.
That's a shame, ain't it?
Right. Hey, guys, Spikes Gardens. And I don't know if you heard me, USL Services. Good morning.
What up? What up? What up?
What did you cure the whatever that says?
What I did, I tried the ICX first. I just had to pull up my notes.
Okay.
And that didn't work. So I pulled out the plants. I drained half of the water because this is a 90 and I didn't want to be treating 90 gallons. Increased the aeration. I put a DIY power head in there with polyfill to get any chunks or whatever that might be in the water out. Removed any dead plant stuff. I added a tablespoon of salt per 7 gallons, and I increased my temp to 80. And then I managed to get my hands on some Marison, the powder kind. And I put that in there based on my water volume. And then the next day, I added some more salt, and I did some more. I got liquid Marison that day because that's what I had. And I just kept doing salt and Marison, salt and Marison. And increase the flow in there a lot.
Get it moving.
Yep. And I think what happened, this is just based on what I'm thinking, that I had so many plants and not enough movement in there that it kind of just like
stagnant
down with stuff.
I also got those
isopods, roly polies,
dwarf white isopods.
Oh, we're gonna catch ours.
Nice.
They'll just go when I mix, I just throw them on top with everything else when I get them, or when I put them in the soil. I got some of these things that
lotus
yeah, a lotus pod, but these have the things still in them.
Seed pods.
The little seed pods.
It's like a maraca.
I know. I got them. I got 3 of them, and then I got that too because I won't do it like that. I'll put it in like that, and it'll hold water so they can drink water out of it. But it'll have a pool. It's gonna have.
What do they call all that stuff you put in your tanks like that? The little cones and
alder cones.
Yeah, but what's the term that they say?
Oh,
you can buy a pack of. Oh my God!
I know what you're trying to say.
Botanicals.
Thank
you, Jess. Well, see, Jess, you could get a whole bunch of them, put them on you next time. Go to the Halloween thing as a botanical, and do the shimmy shake, make your pods right. Or I put them on.
Strategically placed some pine cones.
I got the mushroom that glows.
Ooh.
I got the mushroom that glows, and I got the turkey tail mushroom kit. And I'm going to have to, when I do the great stuff foam on the back, I'm just going to have to put these in, because they go in just like that. They grow out of those holes.
Yep.
So I'll cover this whole thing up to those holes in the great stuff foam. Cool. And I got another plant. I got so much stuff. More than what I know.
Put all that in that. My little enclosure, which I think is the same size as yours, filled up really fast. And
and
nowhere near what I thought was going to go in there.
Yeah, and because
don't forget the end of week race
water.
Oh my God!
Because it's going to have land and water. Since I'm getting to redo it now. So most of the plants I have to be up on the, and then the waterfall coming down into the thing. I don't know. I've got the pipe, PVC pipe now and all that. I've got to cut it, and then I paint it black. But I'm looking for there it is right there, dummy. I need somebody to verify for me. Is this the right silicone?
Do you see any mold preventing or anything?
They all say that now.
Or is it 100%?
But it's the silicone? One. It's the clear silicone one.
As long as it's 100% silicone with no additives, you should.
100% silicone.
You should be good.
Because I know that there's a number 2, and you're not supposed to use the number 2. But they redid the packaging or the labeling on these, and it doesn't look the same as what everybody, you go get this one and this one's right. Well, this is it, but it looks different now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Select Pet says PE1 is good, and it's clear. Did you get clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Hey, Lola.
100% in one.
Hey, Lola.
Yeah, it's clear. I don't know, Gina. I was just told to use, or what I watched was that, and I've heard that you could use 2, or people have used the number 2, but that it does have more of the mold stuff in it, but it depends on what you're using it with. It's just what I heard. I just wanted to make sure because I had killed fish with silicone.
Oh.
So
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 2. Yeah, Matt, I'm just killing.
Listen to your body, poopy on potty. Listen to your body,
everybody about that.
Oh man, glad that earworm.
Stop saying number 2. I'm dying laughing.
Yeah. So I'm like, listen to your body.
Number 2, not number 1. Number 2.
Have you pooped today? Oh Lord, let's don't go start that again.
That's where I was about to say, like today, I was going to say Gina was in the office and I had to get the kids Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The kids are at preschool, so I had to get them up. This past Wednesday, Friday, Gina did. So I'm like, okay, what's the schedule? What do we do? What's going on? So I got them. I'm like, dude, I got to get up at 6:30. So I got up at 6:30. Oh yeah, I haven't done that in a while. And got up, did one of my 3 S's, and got them ready. Their breakfast ready, and their drinks, their backpacks. They're out in the car, lunches with the cold pack in them, and set for to go. In the fridge, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. And we got there early, and the door's supposed to open at 7:50 because they're supposed to go in at 8:00. And we get there 7:50. Door's not open.
Acrylic paint.
So I'd sit there for 7 minutes.
Right, because you're only supposed to use acrylic paint.
I know. Play with them.
Well, anytime I would have paint questions, I would defer to Ed.
Ed.
Yeah, because Ed's the man.
Yep, Ed's. Lord knows how much crafts Ed has made for things. And then also Steven, he painted his background too.
Yes, he did.
His phone, like he did the phone first and then painted it.
We've been keeping Beck's company while she stamped. She been a stamping fool. Got all the bougie bags all done up.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get me one of them. I'm gonna wear it like a Gucci bag.
Oh yeah. I am definitely getting at least the entire set.
Carry it on that little elbow.
Here's my fruit fly media so that I can do the other bottles, things of these for the fruit flies culture. And all that came from Chase too.
Are you gonna have time for these frogs?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a full-time job.
Landon's got to go. Landon's got to cut Landon out.
It's like once I get it done, everything will rock its own. It'll just go itself, and that's what I'm trying to do is make it just like the fish tanks, all self.
Put it in your routine.
I'm starting to feel sorry for this poor little lizard that's going in my cage. He didn't get all this stuff.
If it wouldn't have been for Chase,
mine
wouldn't have gotten it either.
House.
Look, if it wouldn't have been for Chase, mine wouldn't have gotten it either. Because
Dee,
I probably have $300 to $400 worth of stuff for a quarter of that.
No, Dee Dee, he's just happy not to get eaten by a raccoon. Are you kidding me? Just be like, I can sleep.
Plus, he's coming on the show.
So the bird didn't get me this time.
You're right.
Don't forget the fish race, Jess.
All right, y'all want to do oh shoot, I've got to get it ready. I've got to add the names. Okay.
Yeah, you got stuff to do.
I got stuff to do. I mean, More stuff to do.
Besides the frogs.
More stuff to do. All right. Well, and usually I'll play. I don't have any fisheries.
No, you don't have.
I thought I saw
my
my.
goodness gracious. Well, let me tell you about one of those videos that I just had. You know how stuff comes on when one finishes on YouTube yesterday while I was tearing up this room, and of course the day was over and over and over again. But it showed, you know, how sometimes your pregnant guppies, it takes them forever to pop out these little babies.
Yep.
And it was like, this is one of the reasons why your female guppies die. And what happened with this particular one, it was like hanging down at the bottom, and the males were like, nope, no rest for you. You know, you're still alive. And so he took it out, put it in a little separate tank. And what happened as the little babies were coming out, she was, what do you call it, prolapsing?
Yes.
And so, you know, it was getting harder and harder and harder and harder. And a lot of the little babies did not make it because they weren't ready.
Yeah.
But, you know, by taking her out, she did not die like I would have thought.
Right.
And time fixed that prolapse.
Really?
I don't know if you would ever breed that one again. I don't know. But I thought that was pretty cool that, you know.
Yeah, because usually once they prolapse, that's it.
So apparently, you know, and he did say in the video that if, you know, the males had been attacking her while all this was happening, things would have gotten torn and whatever, infected and that kind of stuff. And so I guess it's, if you get one that's having trouble having babies, he just kind of swam, you know, ushered her into some water. He didn't net her up and out. He just caught her like that.
Yeah.
And yeah. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I know. And I need to learn about this with guppies too, because what is it now? There's almost babies being born almost every single day in my tank because Steven sent me a bunch. Please believe you me. Again, I have to give a huge thank you to MSG for hooking me up with my emblem, my Eric Wyrock with the discus. And she's gonna find this funny too, because my wife was like, send me that the emblem from your YouTube channel, and I'll make stickers. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet, thank you so much. And so she was uploading it last night. She goes, oh my gosh. I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, I just realized how much work I just signed myself up for. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, look at your discus. Look how much I have to weed to get all the little stick like things out from underneath. Like, you know, the the pigeon blood or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
All the little rectangles out. So now she has to go through and weed all that. Luckily, I'm not, you know, having her print 100 or anything like that.
How was she doing it though?
Oh,
gosh. Cricut?
Yeah, Cricut,
Gotcha.
and then reverse something else or something. And yeah, I just live here. I don't know what goes on in the basement with her crafts. It's super funny because she'll get super frustrated and have to go down and be like, it's okay, we'll get this, we'll get the transfer vinyl, we'll get it, babe, we'll get the transfer going. I have no idea what she's talking about.
Well,
just listen and let her vent.
I keep saying I need to
get
me some, but
all right, be careful, babe.
Haven't done it. But I would probably just send mine to Jadron or something, you know.
Yeah, Jadron's great printing shop that's done a lot of stickers for the fish fam. When I first became a member, I think I'm almost 2 years a member with Jadron, which means like he was the first. He was the first channel I signed up for, and it was funny too because I saw his community post of like, "Hey, become a member, and I'll send you stickers or whatnot." I'm like, "Oh, stickers!" You know, my 5-year-old brain. I need stickers. So I hit him up. I'm like, "Can I get some stickers? Here's my address." He's like, "Great. I don't see you as a member though." And I'm like, "Oh crap! I didn't know I had to become a member. Like, what is it? Like $5 a month? Like, okay, whatever." give me those stickers, man. That's way more. And so he's like, all right, I sent them out. 2 weeks go by. And I'm like, hey, Jason, just wanted to check back in, see if you sent those stickers. And it's just too funny because he's like, yeah, I sent them USPS. That's the way they are. I'll send them again. So week and a half goes by. Both envelopes show up my door at the same time. Like what? You could tell which one got lost. Like it was all crumpled and whatnot. Some of the stickers
So
were ripped.
it took a ride down some dark streets.
Yeah, it got jostled loose by the new package and everything. It actually came down the line, but that I felt like I ripped him off, and I'm like, oh my god, I made him buy all these new things, and that was before I really knew his channel. I just became a member, and that's when I started getting in, and that's when he started his fish room at the printing shop. And so, I was watching all his vlogs and everything, and I'm like, oh, he owns a printing shop. Okay, I didn't cost him
nowhere near what you think.
Yeah,
Still,
exactly. It's still time, effort. Time is money.
That's
time
right.
you be spending with your friends.
And a lot of people, they cheat themselves out of the value of their time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What is it? Some motivational speaker. He was going around and giving motivational speeches for $500 in schools. He ran into another motivational speaker. He's like, "Oh, what are you?" He asked him what are you getting paid, and he said $500. And the guy goes, "What? I'm getting paid $10,000." And this guy had been doing motivational speaking for 2 years less than he has. And the other guy was getting paid $500, was more renowned and well known in the community. And he's just, the other motivational speaker is like, man, you got to know your worth, man. Just put it out there. If they say no, they say no. You can always say, okay, 5,000. And so the next motivational speaking thing he did is 10,000. They said, okay, signed him a check for 10,000. It just takes that sometimes of knowing what your value is and your worth, and always start high. You can always come down, it's just don't be like $1 billion or anything like that, but a reasonable number. But in your head, a reasonable number is $500. Like that's reasonable. Like I'm happy with $500. Yeah. I'm ecstatic with 10,000. This is just an hour motivational speech. It's an hour of his time. So he was just thinking like, oh my God, I'm getting paid $500 an hour. But you could be getting paid $10,000 an hour. Just believe in yourself.
That's just unreal, isn't it?
Yeah. And I have that huge problem with myself. I am really good at giving advice, but I am an anxious, what is it today? I didn't even want to come on because I'm like, they can see through my hair. I'm going bald. And, oh God.
Well, if you saw what I looked like 7 minutes before the stream was, because I'm like, oh my God, I only have 7 minutes.
But you just got to get in your own head and realize that the things that are saying in your head, don't do it. Your hair looks like shit. Like you're ugly. Don't even mess with it. Why would you even go on there? They don't want you there anyway. You have to realize that those are monkeys on your back talking in your ear. Mm-hmm. And stupid as it sounds, you got to reach back there, tear them off, and throw them over your side, and just at least have one good monkey on your shoulder too. If you're gonna say something bad, you have to say something good about yourself. And that's what I told my wife too. Is she would degrade herself and just be hard on yourself. I'd be like, say something nice about yourself. She was like, what? I'm like, you just said something negative about your appearance. Now you have to say something nice about your appearance. And she's like,
I'm hard on myself too, because it's like I feel like I can always do more or always do a little better. Always.
You can be hard on yourself, but you have to be easy on yourself too. If you're going to say something crappy, you got to say something nice. That's the rule in this house. And that's the whole thing too, is you don't have to not feel crappy all the time. Like almost everybody feels crappy all the time. Right. You just have to remind yourself that, oh, everyone feels this crappy. It's okay. Or just something. Yeah. We're all as an artist I feel that so much because as an artist, I can only imagine where I used to live with an artist. And he's just like, I'm putting this out, but it's not done. It's not done. I'm just putting it out. And he puts it out, and everyone's like, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're such a genius. And he's like, you fools. Like, don't you see what's wrong right here? Like, down here, and the texture's all wrong, and the cross grain, and like, don't you understand? And people are like, no, it just looks sweet, dude.
Yeah, really,
Whatnot.
you know.
And just like, one of the things I said to him, I'm like, dude, you are way too hard on yourself, man. I'm like, you have some amazing works here that the public would love and drool over if you just put yourself out there. And the worst, my mom would be like, the worst thing that you can go up to a girl and ask her out. The worst thing she's gonna say is no. I'm like, no. The worst thing she's gonna do is spit in my face, laugh at me, pull my pants down, and laugh my wiener size. Are you kidding me, Mom? That's the worst thing that's
has
gonna happen.
anybody ever done that?
Exactly. You know what I mean? But that's, as you build it up, in your head, and Lord knows when, like, I had no friends, so I lived in TV land. So it's just getting over that.
I had no friends.
Right. Nobody loved me.
Nobody wants to play with me.
But I lived in TV, so I like TV is reality. Reality is TV. Okay, obviously, if I go up to that girl and ask her out, there's going to be a laugh track played behind me or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden, I look behind me, and there's the 300-person studio audience, just laughing at me. Like, I blew things way out of proportion.
Mark, he might have wanted that to happen, but it wouldn't happen. He's not that lucky. That's like the fly says, some little girl told her, said, you can't read good. And, the mama hen looks to go there, somebody's kid,
Yep.
And I said, well, just tell her it's not a very nice thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
She said, and then I'm going to tell her I can read better. And I said, no, don't do that. Just tell her that's not a very nice thing to say to somebody, and just let it go. Because she can read good. She can't write good, but she can read good.
Right.
She, that's the one thing that child, and she read, I mean, she can read with inflection and avoid, just, I don't know where she gets it from, because everything else is a struggle. Everything's a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the one thing she can do. So that little kid don't need to get in ear range and let me hear it. I'll be snatching her out from the side of the room.
Yeah, it's like your voice at me.
Say that about my kid again.
Exactly. But it's just, you can't, like Beck said, you can't be your worst critic. And it's so helpful to have a partner here by my side, to remind me when I get, in my own head, or like, dude, I don't want to go to the SWAT, or like the what is it, the other day I didn't want to go to a birthday party because of the way my hair looked and my beard looked. I felt
Oh,
what happened? There's Jess.
Important things are getting ready to happen.
Right.
Sorry,
interrupt this broadcast.
The other thing that I normally use is not working today, so I had to enter it on this, and I've never used this one before, so we're going to spin it once and hope everything goes well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it sings, I don't know what it does, but to all, good luck.
Oh.
Supposed to do it twice?
Who's gonna get it?
Eduardo. Does that mean Eduardo gets removed or he wins?
Well, maybe.
I think he wins.
Well, you can say remove or remove.
Well, I think this one is one where you do remove it, but we don't have time. Well,
One and done.
No.
One and done.
Yeah, one and done.
So Eduardo's the winner?
Yes, Eduardo is the winner.
Eduardo, you are a winner.
Eduardo.
You get you get an in for the running for the end of the month, and you get another keychain. Or I got to get with her, so I've not ordered the towels yet. Just a lot going on, but I will this year. I will this year. I will this month.
She gonna get right on it this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is September.
Yeah, what was it you gonna do in February? Have you marked that item off your list yet?
Oh, I have plenty. I have plenty of those things around here in the fish room.
It's my contest.
Yeah, I've looked like Edward Scissorhands been around here a lot lately. I cut like this much more off of my Valsnaria. I just cut it 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, mine.
That stuff is like.
Is it the giant?
Is
I
it
don't
the
know.
Giant Val or the regular Val?
I don't know. It's whatever came from Steven, but it's in a 125 and it's so tall that it's like blocks out the light, causes the water flow to curl down to.
I guess I just trained them. I trained all mine to be short. So I guess because it used to get
kind of fat, it's kind of wide leaves.
Now I have giant and it has fat leaves and it just, that stuff gets 5 feet long.
Yeah, but that must be what I have because it's fun to cut it like that.
I have it in the hexagon tank, and I have to cut it in that tank. And I do have it outside. I have it outside in one of my tanks with the goldfish, but it doesn't get a lot of sun, so it's not growing a lot.
And at first, I could not keep Valsnaria alive, but then I've done the RDI. I've learned about some ferts and that kind of stuff, and better lighting, and
you learned some stuff.
Wet your plants, and worrying the hell out of Kelly and Steven and anybody else that'll listen to me ask questions. But yeah, I got a whole tank full of it.
Yeah, Val. I just replanted my Val.
Look at that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. I love your stance, Dee Dee.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, what's today? Today's
Monday.
Thursday?
Today's Monday.
Monday. Today's Monday. Okay, I do have the right one picked. Okay. Well, you know
my microphone is messing up. I'm going to have to probably just order another one.
Another what?
My microphone, it's got that rattle in it. It went away for a while, but now it's back.
Oh. Well, I figured out what my rattle was. Apparently my speakers, because they're gone now and I don't have that noise anymore.
Well, I dropped it that one time, and I think if it ain't sitting just as, there must be something loose inside.
I got to get some more speakers, though. Jess, can you come over and teach mine not to die? You're what? You're what not to die?
Mary Page.
Mary Page, good morning. Or good afternoon. It is afternoon now.
And Mary, your beta is the short for today.
Woohoo! Well, we're going to go ahead and do the live streams, the rest of the lineup for today. Do something right. Maybe.
Don't touch that dial. I told you, don't touch it. I mean,
That's my brother.
Mystery Snow Guardians for the super cool DB's Fin Den graphic. And now the Monday live streams at Eastern Standard Time. Pop Fish comes on at 9 a.m. And at 10 is the Aquatic Morning Show on the Aquatic Morning Show channel. That's Jess and the crew. Hope to see you there. And it's Corvus Awesome at 4. And at 5, it's Wet Your Plants with Stephen P. and Kelly Foreman. And the star of the show, Fat Kitty. And at 6, it's Monday Musings with Austin on Fantastic Freaks channel. At 7, join Jess and Josh for Monday Mayhem on
Metalheads channel. At 7 o'clock, Steam Fox Aquatics. 7 is the members only stream, followed at 8 by the regular stream. Can you join him? And at 9, go over to the Garden of Eder with Grant and Shelby. All kinds of shrimp talk. At 10, it's in the hot spot on Fishy Biz Aquatics. How hot will it get? At 10:30, it's the secret history living in your aquarium with Alex. And that concludes the Monday night live streams. Please contact Liquid Zoo OnlyFans to have your live streams added, deleted, or updated on the FishFam.link calendar. And now you can update your own channels when you log into FishFam.link with your Google account. FishFam Christmas will be here before you know it. For more information, to sign up or to donate, check out the following: FishFam Christmas on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and FishFam.link. And if you haven't already done so, why don't you go over there and become a patron of FishFam.link? You'll be glad you did.
Challenge. 4 feet of snow. Good luck.
You were Googling this.
You have to sign in with your Google account. I didn't get to qualify. And I meant to say Bex, not later Eric. Trying to do too much. Yeah, so I didn't even get to qualify for the giveaway because I go in it every daggone day. And I never go in under Google. So.
I don't think I do either. I mean, it asks me, do I want to sign in under one of the others?
Now.
But
dude, don't
go to Google and then go into it.
Yeah, so for the end of the month giveaway, oh my gosh. So like right before the beginning of September, the wet spot in Oregon, they put Nanostomus equis on there for sale, and I'm like, oh, my brown-tailed pencilfish. I'm like, I've been waiting for these. So I put an order in for 20. Came out with shipping. Came out to $100. So or 99.99. I'm like, perfect. So I sent it. I paid through PayPal. And the next day, I get an email from Wet Spot saying, "Hey, unfortunately, the brown-tailed pencils aren't doing so hot. We're gonna have to hold them for another 2 weeks while they go through quarantine. We're gonna refund you your $100." I'm like, "Sweet, okay, whatever." That's when I contacted you about being the sponsor. I'm like, "Sweet, I'll get the money back, give it to you." So what happened was.
What happened was,
yeah, the PayPal, I guess Wet Spot, they didn't cancel the payment, they rejected the payment from PayPal.
Okay.
So then PayPal put the $100 back in my account, but then suspended me for having a rejected deal or something like that. Like what PayPal has told me is that it was rejected and your account is now on review. Onto why it was rejected. And so I'm like, did Wet Spot screw up and like reject my order and click some malicious thing or something like that instead of
refund? They should have refund instead of reject.
Right. So now I'm trying, like, PayPal's like, "Oh, well, can you contact Wet Spot? Have them send an email or something." Like no, like, what are you talking? So I contacted them. They're like, "Yeah, sorry about that." And so now I'm still on review, and I should be sometime this week. But I don't have a PayPal right now.
I'm fine.
I know you're fine, but I'm just annoyed that I don't have PayPal. Like, Lord knows I'm good for it, but
I know
it's just like I can't pay other things with PayPal either.
Well, I had a disappointing PayPal thing too last week. I ordered some shrimp from somebody, and then they they refunded me my money like the next day. It's like, what?
Yeah.
And so I cried for like an hour, and then it's like, okay.
Aww.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that.
Would they reject your order? Or?
Well, I'm not getting my order. That's just how it is.
Oh,
it. It's like, and you know who you are. If you're listening,
paying attention. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know. That sucks.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh well.
I don't get mad. I just get even.
Yeah,
voodoo doll out tonight.
That time of year. It's getting to be that time of year.
Oh Lord. So there's extra pains and aches. It's for me.
Listen to your body.
Rub some cream on it. Get your aspergil out or whatever that is. Aspercream.
Aspergil.
Oh my God. I was on the swim team in high school, and what would they the icy hot. So on like for regionals, they just put it all over you because it help you slip, it wake your muscles up, and it help you slip through the water faster too.
What?
Oh, really?
I know. And so at least that's what they told me. I can't prove it, but so I'll never get it. My coach, I was swimming in the first race. My coach was like, you got to get the icy on hot before the I almost said Pledge of Allegiance, national anthem is played. So you can get, because you go right up to the blocks after the national anthem. And so I am just sitting there, just like, like my body is on. This is the first time I've ever had icy hot. I'm like, my body is on fire. And like,
damn, did you put it on everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere, but
right.
Like
oh my gosh!
Chest, my back, my stomach, my legs, my calves, everything is just screaming at me to jump into the water.
Can you imagine what he
That's
smelled
when you jump
like?
and get swimming faster. That's how the getting swimming faster thing works.
Get this off of me! Oh my God! Awful.
Oh my gosh!
I still shiver about that. Or I smell icy hot. It's like no.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'm
you can
out.
smell that stuff, just a little bit of it. You put it all over your body. The hotel, nobody's standing right beside you because they not.
Yeah, we were all lined up in a row. Well, like everyone else that was in the race too was.
But when I showed horses, everybody smelled like Absorbing Junior.
Exactly.
The one for the horses.
Yeah.
You just diluted a little bit and rub her down.
That's it.
Yes, that was the perfume.
Yeah,
horse liniment. It worked though.
That was torture.
If it'll help pick out the soreness of a horse's leg, you know it'll work on yours.
Yeah.
When the national anthem was done, I immediately jumped in the water. I got out of the pool, got up on the blocks, and went off. And afterwards, my dad was like, "Why the hell did you jump in the water after the national anthem?" And I'm like, "They put icy hot all over my body." He's like, "Oh, I was wondering because you were really red." And like, yeah, that was my blood trying to escape out of my skin. Get me out of this. Put roach killer on a wasp. It's like wasp killer where they go.
Yeah, and you have to be very careful.
Listen
with
to
that,
your body.
You got to be careful with that gold bond because that's some good stuff too. You'd be like, you look for a fan.
Oh God, I was so hot. I just remember feeling like I was on fire.
Yeah,
like, literally on fire. Like
every time you say fire, I think of that song. Fire.
Fire.
Whip said he had a disappointing experience with PayPal too. Apparently, you need money in the account for it to work.
Well, I can help you out with that, Whip, but oops, no, I can't.
How do you get your money back out of there? That's what I need to know.
Well, they gave me my money back. They gave me the $100.
How do you
back
get
to
money
your bank
out?
account?
Like if somebody's buying stuff from you and they pay you, how do you get your money out?
You transfer it to your bank account.
Because I've only sent it away. I don't usually get it back.
You can transfer
you can
it to your
either
account.
transfer it to your bank
But there's a fee.
over like 2 or 3 days and it don't charge you, or you can
Oh,
transfer it right away and it charges you a fee,
Yeah.
which I always have to do, but it goes like immediately.
I can just leave it in there, right? And I can spend it on something else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it can just leave it in. And then you can also order a card, like a debit card for it, and you have a debit card, PayPal card.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's what Blake's Aquatics. I won a contest with him last year, and it was a $50 Australian gift card. And he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna PayPal you $50.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not gonna be $50 American, but
yeah,
and it was crazy too, because it was like the exact amount I needed to shore something. Like, it was weird because like it came out to like $32.89 or something like that, and like I needed $32.89 to complete this transaction. I'm like, oh my god, this is perfect, PayPal. So Blake helped me out so much, and I was so upset that when you had Blake on, I wasn't able to come up. I was at a meeting and whatnot, and I was just like, oh my god, to actually talk to Blake. Like, we've had Blake, super cool guy. He always he's had a few live streams, you know, during the normal time here in the US, but usually it's like Thursday mornings at 5 a.m.
Yeah, really, really early. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he's had a few like Saturday noon streams and whatnot, and we get to talk to him. But he's such a cool guy. I love Blake.
Yeah.
I actually have a sticker of Blake's. I don't know how I got it, but I was like, oh my god, I have Blake's sticker. Like, this is from Australia. This is special. This is going on the front of my tank.
Did you get the pack from Jadron?
I think so. Yeah.
Then it was in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's like we had Aquamate on Tea and Fish Mafia. That was kind of cool talking to him too.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. I want to get that thing that he makes for the egg scatterers.
Yeah.
They drop the eggs and then you can collect them. I want that so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never bred or at least noticed any tetras because I have quarries and whatnot that just, I assume,
I've got little babies everywhere. I don't know what they are. I found a couple in my quarantine tank that there's nothing in there. Everything's been out for a couple of weeks, and I haven't been feeding it or anything. It's like
I got rosy bar babies.
So I don't know if they were from the plants I put in there, or was it some from the fish that were in there?
Right.
You know, because I had a couple different kinds of fish. And then I found some in my shrimp tanks, which I know they're either going to be CPDs or emerald rasboras or
I found, when I got back, I've got like 5 or 6 little rosy bar babies in the tank. They hatched while I was gone. So that was a good thing because I moved the parents into the bigger tank. But now I'm going to pick out the pair that I want. And that's why I want that thing. So I know how many they're having.
Mm-hmm.
But
come to Wet Your Plants today.
Yeah, you guys, there's Wet Your Plants, and then tonight is Grant.
It's going to be about, I think it's supposed to be about plants that you think is just about to die, bringing them back. I think that's what the
said. Raising the dead. They're raising the dead today.
Clear.
Here you go. Staying alive. That's how we learn to do the CPR.
Don't you give up on me.
Right. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys, it is the end of the stream. We've been going for 2 hours and an unusual time, but there's been a lot of people here, and thank you guys for being here. Tomorrow morning, it will be at our normal time. So, normal time tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging around.
Yes, I do appreciate it.
Lots of chatters today. It's great.
Yep. I definitely appreciate it. So, and thank you for the super stickers, super chats. Thank you guys so much. Eric, thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Made
thank
it fun.
You so much for having me. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, always. We should be here every day.
I try so hard. I wish.
Ooh. So with that, you guys, we're going to say goodbye and see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Mañana.